Proverbs 1 and 32. From turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them.
Right, the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. You might be prosperous, even though you're not keeping the Most High's commandments. Guess what? These Christian pastors, they might buy themselves a nice fancy jet, but that might be the thing that crashes and kills them. They'll be destroyed in their own prosperity. Yeah, they were doing good, but suddenly the engine fails, and what are you going to do? The Most High is in charge.
But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely,
Now he'll be in trouble.
and shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil.
Right, that means Psalm 165. Whoever hearkens unto the Most High will be safe from evil. They won't have to fear these things. He'll protect them, he'll look after them. And it starts with you keeping the commandments.
That's right.
Psalms 119
Psalm 119 and verse 165. Great peace have they which love the law, and nothing shall offend them.
A few things.
And nothing shall offend them.
Two things.
And nothing shall offend them.
Nothing shall offend you if you love the law of the Most High, so why the hell won't you do it? Why won't you keep the law if you're not going to be offended, if you're going to have great peace? I mean, why would you not?
That's right. This is Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 8. Bring it on! Go. Write it before them in a table, and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come, forever and ever.
Right, so he told Isaiah, write this down in a book so that it can be forever, and we can always bring it out.
That's right.
That's
So
right.
that in these days, when we're telling you backsliders to come back, we have something to go on. So go ahead and read that.
That this is a rebellious people.
A what?
And this is a rebellious people.
A rebellious people. That's what you are. You don't keep the commandments of God. You do whatever you want to do. You rebel. If your father asks you to do something and you don't do it, guess what? You're rebellious.
That's
Same
right.
thing. How much more with the Most High? How much more?
Lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
Children that will not hear the law. We'll bring out the law, someone will literally walk right past. They don't want to hear it.
Which say to the seers, see not,
They say to the seers, don't see.
and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things.
Don't prophesy right things to us. Do what?
Speak unto us smooth things. Prophesy deceit.
Right, so they say, don't tell us these things about what the Most High wants us to do. Tell us what we want to hear. But guess what? The Most High is not dealing with what you want to hear.
That's right.
He sent us out to tell this, whether you like it or not. And we don't take anything back.
Read. Get you out of the way. Turn aside out of the path. Cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us.
Whoa, they say we don't want to hear about the Holy One of Israel. They say that to us. They say we don't want to hear it. My own sister said that to me before. She said I don't want to hear it. Why? This is your salvation.
That's right. Wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant.
Right, so it's going to be like a breach in a high wall. The breaking comes suddenly. For a while it's going to be fine, it's going to be calm. Every day is the next day. But suddenly, one day, it's just going to fall. Suddenly, one day, the Most High is going to hit you with something, and you're going to wish that you would obey.
That's right. And he shall break it as the breaking of potter's vessel, that it be.
Oh, that's it.
Sirach 33 and verse 17. Consider that I labor not for myself only, but for all them that seek learning.
Right. So we didn't labor to get all this knowledge just for ourselves. We did this so we can teach you. And then you have the gall and the audacity to just walk right on by. Like this didn't take time. Like the Most High didn't send us to do this. The audacity, man. We put in time and people will literally say, do you believe in the God? They say, yeah, we believe in God. And then they'll say, oh, but I don't have time right now. You don't have time for God? craziness, man. Someone get Amos 8 and 11, because earlier I mentioned how this word's not going to be here forever. So we need to establish what that looks like, so you can understand that this is not a game. Amos chapter 8 verse 11 and verse 12. You need to establish that this isn't a game.
Amos 8 and 11.
You know?
This is the book of Amos, chapter 8 and verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of the hearing of the words of the Lord.
Of what?
Of the hearing of the words of the Lord.
He said there's going to be a famine, not of bread, not of water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. You won't be able to hear these words forever. Next verse. We're not going to be out here
Verse
forever.
12. And they shall wander from sea to sea.
You're going to wander around.
And from north to east.
Right.
From north even unto the east.
Right.
They shall run to and fro.
Go back and forth.
To seek the word of the Lord.
To do what?
To seek the word of the Lord.
Right, and what?
And shall not find it.
And shall not what?
And shall not find it.
You're going to be running around in these calamities like a headless chicken. There's going to come a time where they're going to lock up the cities, they're going to destroy Bibles, they're going to put people to death for calling themselves Jews, so we can't be out here. And in these times, you're going to be thinking, hold on, I got told about this. So you're going to be thinking, oh, I've seen Israelites on that corner. You're going to go there on Saturday, we're not here. All right, I'll come back next week. Come back next week, we're not here. Because there'll be a famine of hearing the word. You're going to run around, seeking it, and you won't find it. Simple as that.
Right.
That's right.
Someone get me a second. Second back to me.
Lamentation 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet felt for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
Right. We're trusting in the so-called Edomite, the so-called white man. We're trusting in the Arab man. We're trusting in all these people to save us, but they can't. They're not going to be able to save themselves.
Right.
Mind you, and you think really when it all kicks off, they're going to be thinking about you.
God.
No, they're going to
That's
try.
right.
They're going to try to save their own skin,
That's right.
and they can't even do that. So how are
Right.
they going to save you? How are they going to do that?
This is 2 Maccabees chapter 6 and
Show it
verse
something
6.
now.
Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days or ancient feasts or to profess himself at all to be a Jew.
What?
At all to be a Jew.
So it's not going to be lawful to keep the Sabbath. It's not going to be lawful to profess yourself to be a Jew. You can't even say I'm a Jew. That's what it was like before, and it's going to be like that again. So we can't be out here forever. This word is not going to be on these street corners forever, so you need to get it while we're here.
That's right.
We're not, okay?
Second Ezra 16 and verse 17.
Bring it out.
For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord.
So yeah, there will be a great insurrection against those people that fear the Lord in the next cities. What is it? In every place and in the next cities. So they're going to lock up the cities. It's going to be checkpoints everywhere where you've got to check in before you go to the next neighborhood. And then there's going to be a great insurrection against the people that fear the Lord. The people keeping the commandments. An insurrection is an uprising, right? So there's going to be a great uprising against people that still fear the Lord, as in people that do His commandments.
That's right.
So do you think in those times we're just going to be able to freely stand here and bring you this word? No, because they're going to come after us. So we have to get out of here. We need to go to the wilderness. And you're going to be running around looking like an idiot trying to find this word, and it's long gone. But you walked past last week. You walked past last week and said, nah, I don't have time. I'm busy. I've got an appointment. No. Get this word while it's here.
That's right.
They shall be like madmen, sparring, not sparing none,
Sparing who?
sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord.
Right, they're going to be like madmen. They're not going to care, sparing none. You could be elderly, you could be You could be a toddler. You could be disabled. You could have any kind of, you could have a sore sickness that keeps you in bed. They don't care. They're still going to come and destroy you if you're keeping the laws.
That's right.
Which is why we need to get out of Dodge, right?
For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses.
Cast them out of their house. You're going to be sleeping on the streets if you fear the Lord. You're going to be sleeping on the streets. They're going to cast you out of your house. They're going to oppress you again. Because right now they want to be cool with you. But these men here, they're going to be the ones to do it. And the army.
This is First Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 56.
Bring it out.
And when they had rent in pieces the books of the law, which they found, they burnt them with fire.
Right. So these Greeks, they found the books of the law, they tore it in pieces and they burnt it with fire. That's getting ready to happen again.
That's right.
So how the hell are you going to hear the Bible? They're going to come to your house and they're going to do sweeps. Read on actually.
And wheresoever it was found with any the book of the testament, or if any consented to the law, the king's commandment was that they should put him to death.
They should put him to death. If you get found with a Bible or you get found keeping the commandments, they're going to put you to death. So I'll ask you again, are we going to be out here on this street corner doing this? No, that's stupid. We need to be out of here by then. Was that when you read it?
Thus did they by their authority unto the Israelites every month.
How often?
Every month.
So they're going to do monthly sweeps where they're going to come in your house and they're going to check for Bibles. And guess what? If they find one, they're going to put you to death. So we're not going to be here. So get this word while it's here, man.
So as many as were found in the city. Now the 20th day of the month they did sacrifice upon the idol altar, which was upon the altar of God. At the time which, according to the commandment, they put to death certain women that had caused their sons to be caused their children to be circumcised.
Right. So they put to death any women that had circumcised their sons on the 8th day.
That's right.
Keeping the law. They're trying to keep us from keeping the law. We don't.
And they hanged the infants about their necks, and rifled their houses, and slew them that had circumcised them.
Right. So they hung these circumcised children around their necks, and then they spoiled their houses, and then they slew them. Huh?
Howbeit, many in Israel were full of resolve, and confirmed in themselves not to eat any unclean thing. Wherefore they chose rather to die, that they might not be defiled with meats, and that they might not profane the holy covenant. So they died, and there was a very great wrath upon Israel.
Right, so they chose to die rather than to eat unclean things. Yet now you want to wake up and fry up some pork, or you want to have some pork chops for dinner, or you want to eat all kinds of seafood and all kinds of abominations. Your forefathers were dying to not eat that stuff.
That's
They were
right.
literally giving up their life to not eat that stuff, and now you want to eat it every day. Really? It's wickedness, man. Your forefathers died to avoid that stuff.
Second Ezra 16 and verse 40. O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle, and to those evils be even a pilgrim upon the earth.
Be what?
Be as pilgrims upon the earth.
So when all these things happen, we need to be as pilgrims on the earth. What does that mean? We need to drop our homes, get out of our homes, and we need to be on the move. We need to go to the wilderness. We can't be in the cities, because in the cities is where all this stuff's going to take place. You will get easily caught in the city. You won't last long. So we need to get into the wilderness. So when we're in the wilderness, and you're looking for this word, and you can't find it, that's why. Because we're out here now. Read that, kid.
That's right.
Amos 8 and verse 11.
Right, so remember, we're going to be in the wilderness. This is you.
Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, Yahawah, that I will send a famine in the land,
Right.
not a famine of bread, nor of thirst of water, but of the hearing of the words of the Lord.
Right, so he's going to send a famine, once again, of hearing the word of the Lord. I said this the first time, and hopefully I painted a good picture as to why you won't be able to hear the word. You know, because people read that and think, hold on a minute, I just grab a Bible. Or I've seen some Israelites on the streets. No, we'll be gone. Your Bibles will be illegal to own. You won't be able to call yourself a Jew. It's too late by then, so get it now.
That's right.
And they shall wander from sea to sea,
Sea to sea.
and from the north even to the east.
Right?
And they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord,
Right.
and shall not find it.
They shall not find it, because we're not going to be here teaching you anymore. We're not going to be here, so you won't be able to find it.
That's right.
You won't be able to find it. Get 2 Ezra 5:42, and someone get Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. Because some of these things are end time prophecy, but some of these things have already happened. So what? One at a time.
2 Ezra 5 and 42.
You know,
And he said unto me, I will liken my judgment unto a ring, like as there is no slackness of the laws, even so there is no swiftness of the first.
right, so he said he'd liken his judgment unto a ring. So he said he'd liken his judgment unto a ring. So the things that have been before, they're going to come back around like a ring does. It's not like a straight line, beginning to finish. It's a very circular way of thinking. It's going to, the things that have been will come back around like a ring. Bring that out, King.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1 and verse 9.
Bring it out!
The things that have been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done.
Right.
And there is no new thing under the sun.
Right, because it's likened his judgment to a ring. So the thing that has been will come back around and come again. So in the time when they distressed us in our land, these Edomites, these so-called whites, when they distressed us in our land, they made it illegal to keep Sabbaths, made it illegal to call yourself a Jew, which actually goes into Gentiles. And then they burned the books of the law. So you couldn't have a Bible. You couldn't know the law. Yeah, you might remember some, but what about your children that they take away? They'll never know the law. So these things come back around.
That's right.
Right.
This is Isaiah chapter 46 and verse 10.
Bring it out.
Declaring the end from the beginning and from the ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying my counsel shall stand and I will do all my pleasure. Isaiah 46 and verse 10.
Bring it out.
Declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying my counsel shall stand and I will do all my pleasure.
Right, so the Most High will do everything that he says he's going to do.
That's right.
And just like the brother read it in the first bit again.
Declaring the end from the beginning.
Declaring the end from the beginning. The moment the Most High decided to start all this, he already knew how it was going to end.
That's right.
You don't go in to film a movie and you don't have a script yet. You're just kind of going to wing it. No, the Most High already had it figured out. Right, I want this to happen then, this to happen then, and this to happen then. The Most High already knows what's going to happen because he created it. He decided this is how it's going to end before he even started making it. So these things come back around, man.
Sirach 17 and 1. The Lord created man of the earth.
So now that I've shown that this word's not going to be here forever and that you people don't listen, when one day you're going to be wishing you did, and in that day the Most High is going to be laughing at you, what you fail to realize is this book is only for you, you blacks, Hispanics and natives.
That's it.
Only you have the capability to understand what this book is saying. So why would you not want it? Bring it out.
Sirach 17 and 1.
Bring it out.
The Lord created man of the earth.
Created who?
Created
Man of the earth.
Right, the Lord created man.
And turned him into it again.
Right.
He gave them few days and a short time, and power also over the things therein.
Right, so God created man. He gave us a few days, a short time, but he also gave us power over the things in the world.
That's right.
He endowed
Sister asked a very good question. So no matter anything.
So I don't know how
Well, okay, from what I understand, a lot of information, documents and things were burned by the Romans. Okay. Greeks, Romans, those were before all of us. So how do you know what you're searching for meaning in life. Yeah, and it's
How
good.
do we know that this is the truth?
Yeah, what you're representing.
Everything that you're reading here
Yeah.
has come to fruition in the world. Other than few
Excuse
things.
me, were you filming me?
No, it's not filming you.
Okay, please
If you don't want to be on
because you
camera.
have to ask consent before you do that. Okay?
Sister.
It doesn't-
Thank you, young man. Thank you.
sit
I
up
think the
here.
camera was on me earlier.
Look, sister, you what happened now? You see, this is our platform. And we video everybody that come up here.
Well, yeah, but you have to have
You
ask
video,
consent.
no, everybody that come up here, them get on the video. Everywhere you walk, you get filmed out 40 times in a day. Right? They can track your movement. Every bus you get on and get off, everywhere you're going to
Thank
track
you, sir.
and
Thank you.
everything.
I have made
But
that
we're not force you to stay here.
Yeah, I know, but because you're here, I
Yeah?
can't just...
Read the scripture, brother.
By virtue of being here, you're part of my journey today. That's why I decided to use this opportunity to ask the question.
Read,
That's
brother.
all.
This is
If that's not a problem.
Yeah, read it up.
This is Romans chapter 3 and verse 4. God forbid, let God be true, but every man a lie, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged.
Right, so he said, let God be true, but every man a liar. Which means that we can't go off of our own imagination. Someone get me Proverbs 3 and 5, someone get me Jeremiah 17.
This is Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart.
Now trust in yourself,
Trust in the Lord with all thine heart,
right?
And lean not unto
thine
thine
own understanding.
Right, he said, trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not into your own understanding.
Who is the Lord?
The Lord, his name is Yahawah.
His name is what?
Yahawah.
Right.
Yahawah in Hebrew. That's his name.
Right.
That's the God above us, right? That's the one true living God.
Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 5.
This is why you shouldn't trust in your own heart, right?
Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man. And
17 and 9.
This is Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 9.
Bring it on.
The heart is deceitful above all things.
The heart is what?
The heart is deceitful above all things.
Now, sister, when he says the heart, he's not talking about your organ, because an organ can't be deceitful. When he's talking about the heart, he means your mind. When you actually go into the Hebrew words, it's talking about your conscience, your mind, your inner self. That's what it's talking about. It's not
So
talking
why
about.
has it been represented? You've just broken it down, which is helpful. Why does it? They know people are going to be reading this. They know we've got a heart. Our anatomy is sometimes represented in the Bible, which is good. So why have they just chosen the heart? Because it can be confusing.
Because
If you don't dig deep, okay, I'm just passing. I'm curious. That's why. Otherwise, I'll just pass. Yeah? So if I'm asking, if somebody just pick it up, because there are people who want to also embrace the meaning of life. You know, there are so many. But because we don't know, because people don't know, and human nature is such that we're all lazy, it's a bit difficult. Listen, you're doing great. Wherever field you are, you're doing great because it's not easy being human. Okay, it really isn't. Don't take
it's
anything
even
for
harder
granted.
to be an Israelite.
Well, that's right, because there's a struggle behind every faction, every people group, every belief. There is. There's a war. So, sorry, sir. Go on.
Sirach chapter
You
17,
want
verse
to know
11.
about you said the meaning of life or the way of life?
Beside this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for an inheritance.
What?
The
Law of life for inheritance.
So the law of get me brute for the law of life for inheritance. So life is the law of the Most High. What he said do and don't do, that's how we need to live life, basically.
Yeah.
Because there's certain things. Is it okay for me to kill somebody? Is it okay for me to
Well,
kill
there's a law that apparently it depends on what it is, and they call it either manslaughter or murder. So there's a way that the law has been made, put together to distinctively differentiate what is killing and what is murder.
Would it be okay for me to just turn around and kill somebody now, just out of the blue?
Well, no. I mean, what's the
Would it be
reason for
would it?
that?
Because we have to have guidelines set.
Well, that's right.
So these guidelines are perfect. So
Yeah.
to get me Psalm 7.
This is book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 1.
Pay attention.
This is the book of the commandments of your God.
This is what?
This is the book of the commandments of God, and the law that endureth forever.
Law that doesn't stop. Read.
All that keep it shall come to life,
Right. All
but,
the, so let me go.
but such as leave it shall die.
He said, all that keep it shall come to life. Now, What does it mean by come to life? Because surely to keep the law, you have to already be alive. It just lets you know that if you don't keep the law, you're actually walking dead.
Yeah.
You're not living. Right? So it says, such as keep it will come to life. Like I say, to keep it, you already have to be alive.
Yeah.
So it will come to life. Such as leave it shall die. Right?
Psalm 17 verse 9. From the wicked that oppress me.
So in terms of law, can we circle back to this again? In terms of the law, okay, we are British here, we're here, yeah? Come from different backgrounds, but we're British, okay? So the law, it looks like what the law of the nation, legislation or legislature has been built from the Bible. But they've also adapted it and adopted it in certain ways to meet what the way we behave, okay, to address human behavior, am I right?
Yeah, but human behavior is not correct. It says that the natural
Well,
man.
that's right. Human behavior is not correct. I'm not fighting, okay? I'm actually contributing. Human behavior, of course, is not right because we're all flawed. Because we're all flawed. We're all searching for meaning and life, and like I said, you're all doing great. But we all need to know, yeah? And like I said, it's not easy being human, and it's not easy being even a particular people group. And I can go on about that one, okay? And I've got the authority to speak to that because I'm one of those people groups that are fought against, like strongly, all right? So I fought against. I'm not saying I fight against. I fought against from millennia, all right? So if yeah, go on, sorry.
Psalm chapter 19 verse 7.
They adapt it, right? You said they adapt it around this.
Well, that's right. They do.
Check this
They
out.
do.
Check this out.
The law of the Lord is perfect,
No, it needs adapted.
The law of the Lord is perfect.
converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple.
When you start keeping the law, you agree that he's the one with the authority to give you wisdom and take it. So, in order to get wisdom, you have to do the things that please him. You have to keep the law in order for him to give you wisdom. So look at Psalm 111 and 10. Just get it.
Ecclesiastes. Oh, go ahead.
Are you guys all right?
Ecclesiasticus 21 verse 11. He that keepeth the law of the Lord getteth the understanding thereof, and the perfection of the fear of the Lord is wisdom.
So those that fear the Lord and keep his commandments, they get the understanding there. So we understand why we have to keep commandments. He gives us wisdom. The reason why all these brothers can be like, oh, we'll go here, go there, get me this, get me that, it's because we practice and we keep these laws.
Right.
But when you go to
What is, sorry to interrupt you, what is the difference between
Christianity, you don't have to do anything in Christianity. You can just show up.
You be just human and lazy, that's it.
Lazy. You don't have to do anything. You can just show up, you can hoot and holler, but you don't have to do it. We have to keep the commandments. I know Christians that eat pork. The Bible says don't eat pork.
That's right.
Christians, they keep the Sabbath on the Sunday. We do the Sabbath on the Sabbath.
But the pork was created by the Creator.
Right, but it wasn't created to be eaten.
Right.
Pigs were
For
created
its
as
purpose, not to be.
their purpose is as waste. They'll eat anything. They dispose their natural waste.
Right.
So we shouldn't eat. Because you know about the chain of nutrients? You get whatever they've eaten.
Yeah.
They're eating horrible things. You don't want to eat.
Apparently they transmit, they have a lot of worms in them as well that gets the human.
You get it.
Okay.
Leviticus 11 and 7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet it cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you.
The swine, you know, swine says its tongue clean to it. Right? Because it doesn't chew the cud, it doesn't digest its food properly, right?
So are you okay? Are you saying Christians are lost? They are.
We free, sir.
Go ahead.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he knew them, because they are spiritually discerned.
Right, the natural man, the man that wants to do whatever his flesh tells him to do, is not spiritually, isn't spiritually understanding. Right, the natural man, there's no good to him. He's do anything he wants to do. He feels like eating pork. He doesn't have any discipline.
So what's it? Okay, so who is a natural man?
Natural man.
Because saying something is natural suggests there's another part to it. So nothing is just one, everything is good to
The natural man is anyone who's carnal minded. Anyone who's focused is not on the spiritual things, but on the physical things.
So
They
what
want
is
to
the
please their
spiritual
flesh.
thing? What is the
The spiritual things is keeping his laws.
Because from what I understand, from everybody else I've been listening to, from what I understand, we human beings are spiritual beings, okay, apparently experiencing this life. So if we're already spiritual, then what's going on?
Because we were made flesh. Right? So we live a natural state.
Natural life.
So we might be spiritual as in we have spirits and souls,
Yeah.
but we are.
Do you my question, do you believe in the story in Genesis in terms of Adam and Eve singing and all of that? Do you
Yes,
believe
we believe in Genesis.
Precept. This is John chapter 6, verse 63. And it reads. And it reads.
It is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life.
Right. So quickener.
the spirit that makes left and then the flesh is what?
Profited nothing.
Nothing. So quickener, I need to understand that quickener means to bring to life. So it's the spirit that brings us to life. So like I said to you a minute ago, we are walking, but are we walking in life? You can be walking dead.
So the spirit then, from everything I'm hearing, so the spirit then links to what God has said. Because the spirit gives life. Right. So words generally are spirit. Am I right? Or is it just the Lord's word that is spirit?
Ephesians.
What about our word?
Alright, listen, sister, what we just read. This is a precept we back it up. This is Ephesians chapter 2, verse 1. And you had he quickened who were dead in trespass and sin. Wherein in time past you walk according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience, among whom also we all have our conversation in time past, the lust of our flesh, fulfilling the desire of the flesh and of the mind. And we by nature the children of wrath, even as other. But God, who is rich in mercy, from his grace, love wherein he loved us. So you see, the spirit quicken us down. So we now walk in a malice no more, wrath and all kind of way of this world. We start walking the spirit. That's how we there, so I read the scripture and bring it down by the words of the Heavenly Father. These are spirit and life that quicken you. Right?
So yeah, I get you. So what my question is, I mean I can stand here all day. You're really, I'm curious, I'm a very curious person. I like asking questions because I want to know the meaning for life. My life, everybody else. You know what I mean? Because everybody's life is important, that's why I want to know. So So if the spirit is again that gives us life, our word, which again is this is the word of unions, okay? It came from man as so does that mean my words are powerful and the spirit and what I say mean I have to be careful because I'm a total human being with other human beings. Lost even knowledge. And the other word that you read. If words are powerful, if the Lord's words are powerful.
These words are powerful.
Yeah.
I will say,
and my words are not
your
powerful.
words do hold weight, as in the things that you say, you'll be judged. There's no word that doesn't go unwritten.
Because you know when the police came, they say whatever you say will be early. So it means words are actually organic. So okay, so it means that my words are yeah. So sometimes you have to be quiet.
Close out and make a next.
The next one is gonna come maybe stick around. We've still got more to it. But we just want to touch base on a couple of things and then we'll let you go. Because we need you to understand certain things and I haven't had time to do it. So this brother is going to come up. I'm out of time now. Rakata Yahawah, Rakata Yahawashi.
Rakata Yahawah,
Rakata Yahawashi. I'm Manuel.